So we've taken a flight to Byrds Adventure Center, which is nestled in the mountains in between Fort Smith and Russellville, Arkansas, along the Mulberry River. And as you see here, we're approaching from the west to the east, and we're flying somewhat over the Mulberry River now, headed upstream, I believe. And we'll make a right turn a bit over the campground and the restaurant, and then we'll make a left turn here in just a second and line up with the airstrip. And we're still over the river. We're about to make our left turn, and when we do make that left turn, you'll see the airstrip come into view right off the nose of the airplane. And there it is, coming into view now. And Byrds publishes that's a 2,500 foot strip that appears to be pretty well manicured, and it looks like there's about 1,000 foot or so, if I'm not mistaken, on the east end there that's an unobstructed approach or departure end, depending on which way you go. I think coming in from the east would be much better. But we're going to come out, we're going to pull out of this, make a 180 degree turn around to our left, and we'll approach from the east towards the west this time. And as you can see there, the mountains are although they're not real tall mountains for where we live, they are kind of encroaching a little bit if you're not a bush pilot, and I'm not yet. Bush pilots would make this look really easy, but I'm also in a Cherokee 140 that's got a 160 conversion. I'm not worried about being able to get into Byrds at all, but it would take the right conditions, I believe, to get out, considering the obstacles you'd have to clear to the west. Today was a 2,500 to 2,700 foot density altitude day, and just not up for the task for getting in there today. So as we keep pulling around to our left, you'll start to see the compound there coming in off the nose, and we'll drop down to, I don't know, they say the pattern altitude here is 1,800 feet, which will give you about an 800 foot as I was saying, it would give you about an 800 foot elevation, field elevation, and I figure we were somewhere in the 1,500 foot MSL mark. And there it is, finally coming in on the nose, and we'll drop down, do a little flyover, we'll make a right turn, go back out over the restaurant here in a bit, over the campground area, and pull out, make our left turn, and head back towards Hot Springs. So you can start to see the restaurant there just below the nose, and a couple of cabins up there on the right, as well as a campground, and a very nice place.